9 clear signs she's into you. How to know if she likes you. Have you ever caught yourself wondering if she's into you or just being polite? It's a situation almost everyone has faced, and the line between interest and friendliness can feel razor thin. But here's the thing. Women often drop subtle yet unmistakable hints when they like someone. If you know what to look for, you'll never be left guessing again. Today, we'll uncover 9 clear signs that she's genuinely interested in. You stick with us because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to watch for and have the confidence to act. When the time is right in this video, we're going to help you decode her actions and words so you'll never feel uncertain. Again, by understanding these 9 signs, you'll be able to tell if she sees you as more than a friend or if her interest stops at casual conversation. We'll highlight behaviours, body language, and small details that often go unnoticed but speak volumes about her true feelings. Recognizing these signs isn't just about figuring out whether or not she likes you. It's about building your confidence. When you know the signs, you'll feel more secure in your interactions and less worried about rejection. Whether you're navigating a new connection or trying to take things to the next level, these insights will give you clarity and direction. So let's break it down and see if she's into you as much as you hope she is. Is understanding these signs is more important than you might think. Misreading someone's intentions can lead to awkward situations, unnecessary heartbreak, or even missed opportunities. On the flip side, recognizing her interest lets you respond with confidence, creating the kind of connection that could lead to something truly meaningful in today's world, where subtlety often replaces directness. Knowing what to look for is a game changer. You'll be able to tell if her actions are driven by genuine interest, or if she's simply being friendly. This knowledge can save you time, energy, and the pain of guessing wrong. So whether you're looking for a relationship or just want to know where you stand, understanding these 9 signs is the key to building stronger, more meaningful connections. Trust us, by the end of this video, you'll be seeing things in a whole new way. Sign 1, she finds reasons to be around you. Let's start with one of the clearest signs she's into you. She finds reasons to be around you. This might happen at work, during social gatherings, or even in casual settings. Maybe she suddenly needs your input on a project, even when it's not in your department, or perhaps she's always finding her way into the same group. At a party, subtle proximity cues are a strong indicator of interest. If she consistently positions herself within your orbit, it's not just coincidence. For example, she might sit next to you during meetings, linger in a shared space after everyone else leaves, or show up to events. She knows you'll attend. Pay attention to these small behaviours. They're often her way of saying she enjoys your presence without explicitly stating it, while words can sometimes be ambiguous. Actions like this speak volumes. The key is to notice how often she seeks opportunities to be near you once or twice. Could be random, but if it keeps happening, it's a pattern worth noting. Sign 2, she initiates. She initiates conversations or texts you first. Here's a major giveaway. She initiates conversations or texts you first. When a woman is interested, she'll often take the lead in starting a dialogue. This might mean sending you a text out of the blue, commenting on something you posted, or even asking seemingly casual questions to keep the conversation flowing. Pay attention to the frequency of her messages. If she's consistently reaching out, it's a sign that you're on her mind. The tone of her communication is just as important. Does she add playful emojis, ask open-ended questions, or share personal details? These are all cues that she wants to keep you engaged and connected. For example, she might text you something like, "Hey, I saw this and thought of you," or "How was your day?" Simple gestures like these indicate she's invested in maintaining a connection. She's not just being polite, she's making an effort to create opportunities to talk with you. Also notice how quickly she responds when you message her. if she's replying promptly and keeping the conversation lively. It's another strong indicator of her interest. Women don't usually go out of their way to initiate or sustain conversations unless they genuinely care about the person on the other end. So if she's reaching out to you first, don't underestimate how significant that is. Sign 3, she maintains eye contact. She maintains eye contact longer than usual. Longer than usual. Eye contact is one of the most powerful forms of nonverbal communication. And when she's into you, it becomes a clear sign psychologically. Prolonged eye contact creates intimacy and signals trust. If she's holding your gaze a little longer than normal, it's likely because she's drawn to you. For example, during a conversation, you might notice her locking eyes with you while you're speaking or maintaining eye contact even in moments of silence. This isn't random. It's a subconscious way of showing interest and connection. What should you do when this happens? Hold her gaze confidently but not intensely. A soft smile or a slight nod can make the moment feel natural and reciprocated. Breaking eye contact too quickly might signal nervousness or disinterest. So take your time and enjoy the exchange. It's also worth noting that people tend to look at what they like. If her eyes keep finding you across the room, even when she's engaged with others, that's another clue she's interested. Eye contact, when combined with other signs, is a surefire way to know she's feeling a connection. Sign 4, she laughs at your jokes, even the bad ones. Humor is one of the best ways to build a connection, and if she's laughing at your jokes, even the ones you know aren't funny, it's a strong sign she likes you. Laughter is a bonding tool, and when it's genuine, it creates a sense of closeness and mutual understanding. Pay attention to how she laughs. Genuine laughter is spontaneous, often accompanied by a smile that reaches her eyes, or even a playful touch on your arm. Polite laughter, on the other hand, feels forced and doesn't carry the same warmth. If she's throwing her head back or giggling uncontrollably, you've clearly hit the right note. For example, you might make a silly comment and she bursts out laughing, saying you're so funny. This isn't just about the joke, it's about her wanting to show you that she enjoys your presence and your sense of humour. If you notice this, keep the energy light. And fun, humour is a great way to build rapport and keep the conversation flowing. Just remember, her laughter is less about your comedy skills and more about her enjoying the connection she feels with you before we proceed. If you find value in this video, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us grow and makes you an integral part of our journey, and we deeply appreciate your contribution. Now, let's return to our discussion sign. She compliments you often. 5. She compliments you often. One of the most telling signs of her interest is how often she compliments you. And these aren't just surface level remarks. They're thoughtful and specific. She might say things like, "You have such a great sense of style," or "I really admire how confident you are in meetings." Compliments about your appearance skills or personality are all strong indicators that she's paying close attention to you psychologically. Compliments are a way of showing admiration when someone likes you. They naturally notice things they find attractive or impressive and feel compelled to express it. It's her subtle way of letting you know she values and appreciates you. Pay attention to the sincerity in her tone. A genuine compliment feels personal and heartfelt as opposed to generic flattery. For example, if she notices something small, like the way you solve problems or how you treat others with kindness, it's a sign she's truly invested in getting to know you better. When this happens, don't just brush it off. Acknowledge her compliment with a smile or a simple thank you. Showing gratitude not only deepens the connection but also encourages more open communication between you. Sign 6. She mirrors your actions. Actions mirroring is a fascinating subconscious behaviour that often happens when someone is attracted to you. If she's mimicking your actions, speech patterns, or even posture. It's a strong sign she feels a connection. For example, you might notice her leaning in when you lean forward, crossing her legs the same way you do, or even using similar phrases or words you've said during the conversation. This is her subconscious way of creating rapport and signaling that she feels comfortable around you. Physical mirroring isn't the only sign to look for. Verbal mirroring is equally telling if she starts adopting your tone, humor, or choice of words. Words she's likely trying to establish a deeper bond with you to test this. Try making small changes like taking a sip of your drink or adjusting your posture and see if she does something similar. Shortly after, if she mirrors your actions consistently, it's her way of saying, "I'm on the same wavelength as you." Mirroring is a subtle yet powerful indication of attraction. Recognize it, and you'll gain deeper insight into how she feels about you. Sign 7, she finds excuses to touch. She finds excuses to touch you. You touch is a powerful way to communicate interest. And when she's into you, she'll often find excuses to close that physical gap. These touches might seem casual or even playful at first glance, but they carry a deeper meaning. Think about moments like her brushing lint off your shirt, playfully tapping your arm during a conversation, or giving you a lingering handshake. What sets these touches apart is the intention behind them. Friendly touches tend to be brief and impersonal, while touches rooted in attraction are more deliberate and often linger just a little longer. For instance, if she places a hand on your shoulder and leaves it there for a moment, she's signaling a deeper connection. It's also important to consider cultural nuances when interpreting touch. In some cultures, physical contact might be more common in social interactions, so it's essential to observe how she behaves with others, if her touches are noticeably more frequent or intimate with you. It's likely a sign of her interest when this happens. Don't overthink it. Respond naturally and reciprocate with subtle touches. If you're comfortable, these small moments of physical contact can create a sense of closeness and pave the way for deeper connection. Sign 8, she gets nervous. She gets nervous or fidgety around you. Another clear sign she's into you is when she becomes noticeably nervous or fidgety in your presence. Attraction can make even the most composed person feel a little flustered. Look for subtle behaviours like playing with her hair, adjusting her clothes, or tapping her fingers on the table. These small gestures often indicate she's feeling self-conscious because she cares about the impression she's making on you. For example, you might notice her straightening her posture or checking her reflection in her phone when she knows you're watching. These behaviours show vulnerability, which is often a sign of genuine interest. Nervousness stems from the desire to be seen in the best light, and it's a natural reaction when someone has strong feelings for you. The key here is to make her feel at ease. A warm smile or a light-hearted comment can go a long way in helping her relax. When you respond kindly, you signal that she has nothing to worry about. Creating a safe space for her to open up her fidgety behaviour isn't something to point out or tease about. Instead, recognise it as a subtle but meaningful sign that she values your attention and feels drawn to you. Sign. She talks about her future and includes you in it. 9. She talks about her future and includes you in it. One of the strongest signs she's into you is when she starts talking about her future and subtly includes you in it. This is more than just casual conversation. It's her way of signalling emotional investment and showing that she sees you as part of her long-term plans. Pay attention to the details of what she says. She might mention something as simple as, "We should go to that concert next month," or "You'd love this place. I've always wanted to visit." These aren't random statements. They're intentional ways of weaving you into her vision of the future. Even seemingly innocent comments like, "I could totally see us working on a project together," or "You'd make a great +1 for my friend's wedding," are clear indicators that she's imagining you being part of her life. When a woman includes you in her future, it's a strong sign that she's emotionally invested. She's not just thinking about the present. She's envisioning a connection that extends beyond the here and now. What should you do when this happens? Engage with her plans and show interest. If she suggests a future outing, respond with enthusiasm. This not only confirms her feelings, but also helps solidify the bond between you. When someone sees you in their future, it's a reflection of how much they value having you in their life. While each of these signs can indicate she's into you, context and consistency are key. One isolated gesture or behaviour doesn't confirm her interest. What truly matters is the pattern of her actions over time. For instance, if she laughs at your jokes, once it might just be politeness. But if she consistently finds joy in your humour, even when it's questionable, that's something worth noting. It's also important to stay grounded. When interpreting these signals, avoid overanalyzing every interaction or jumping to conclusions. Instead, focus on the bigger picture. How does she act when she's around you? Compared to others, is her behaviour consistent across different settings? When you notice these signs, respond confidently but respectfully. For example, if she compliments you, thank her and return the gesture. If it feels natural, if she initiates conversation, engage enthusiastically to show you value the connection. Confidence is attractive, but don't force a response or make assumptions about her feelings above all. Don't be afraid to communicate openly when the time feels right. Expressing your own interest in a genuine way can clear up uncertainties and deepen the connection by staying observant and authentic. You'll create a foundation for meaningful interactions. There are many myths about attraction that can lead to misunderstandings. One common misconception is, she's being nice, so she must like me. Kindness doesn't always equate to romantic interest. It's crucial to recognize the difference between general politeness and genuine connection. Another myth is, if she's into me, she'll always make it obvious. In reality, attraction often manifests in subtle ways, especially if she's shy or cautious about revealing her feelings. Emotional intelligence plays a vital role in interpreting these signs accurately. Understanding attraction isn't about making snap judgments. It's about reading the nuances of her behaviour, staying mindful of the context, and being patient enough to see how things unfold. Remember, genuine connections are built on mutual understanding and respect, not assumptions. Now that you know the signs, let's talk about how to make yourself someone. Women naturally gravitate toward, at the top of the list, confidence. Confidence isn't about arrogance or showing off. It's about being comfortable with who you are when you walk into a room with your head held high. And a genuine smile people notice when women are drawn to a man who is self. Assured without being overbearing. Charisma is another key element. Charismatic people exude positive energy and make those around them feel valued. A good sense of humour, engaging conversation, and the ability to listen actively are all traits that make you magnetic, and don't underestimate the power of being genuinely attentive and kind. Small gestures like remembering details she shared or offering help when needed can leave a lasting impression. Kindness is often overlooked, but it's one of the most attractive qualities you can possess. Ultimately, attracting her attention isn't about trying too hard. It's about being the best version of yourself, staying authentic and letting your natural qualities shine through. When you're confident, charismatic, and kind, you'll naturally stand out. Remember, understanding. Attraction is about more than just recognizing the signs. It's about fostering real connection, building confidence, and staying true to yourself. Attraction isn't a game or a checklist. It's about creating a space where both of you can feel seen, heard, and appreciated. So as you navigate your relationships, focus on being your authentic self-confidence, and kindness will take you further than you think. And if you notice these signs, don't overthink, lean into the moment, and trust the connection you've got. This Let's recap the 9 clear signs she's into. You first, she finds reasons to be around you, seeking your company whenever possible. Second, she initiates conversations or texts you, first showing a genuine interest in staying connected. Third, she maintains eye contact longer than usual, signaling trust and attraction. Fourth, she laughs at your jokes, even the bad ones, to build a sense of closeness. Fifth, she compliments you often, highlighting things she admires about you. Sixth, she mirrors your actions, subconsciously aligning herself with behavior. Seventh, she finds excuses to touch you, bridging the physical gap. Eighth, she gets nervous or fidgety around you, revealing vulnerability. And finally, she talks about her future and includes you in it, showing emotional investment. If you notice these signs, don't hesitate to take the next step. Confidently building a connection is about recognizing these cues and responding authentically. Trust yourself and enjoy the journey. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this. We'd love to know your thoughts. Have you noticed any of these signs before? Drop a comment below, and if you want more insights like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.